Welcome to Beyond the Press Release, a production of Agoracom, in which we take the time to speak with small cap executives after they put out important news. With us today, happy to have him back. I don't think it needs introduction anymore. Alan Paul Silverstein, President CEO, ImagineAR, trades in Canada under IP, and for our friends in the US, under IPNFF. For those new to the story, because you saw a great headline, look, as the name implies, ImagineAR is an augmented reality company that enables businesses to create their own mobile phone AR campaigns with no programming or technology. You all know what augmented reality is right now, so I don't have to go into the description of that, but you still may be wondering, well, how big can augmented reality be? Apple CEO Tim Cook says augmented reality will play an important role in how we use technology in the future and promises to be as influential in our society as a smartphone. More than just lip service, the company's already started commercializing its augmented reality platform. Clients include Shoppers Drug Mart, NFL alumni, two of the biggest soccer teams in Spain, one of the biggest soccer teams in Brazil. I mean, I can go on and on. The STA 2021 Global Best Category winner for fan engagement. And there's so much more. The headline we're talking about today, though, love it because it came out of nowhere. ImagineAR launching FameDays.com to deliver celebrity hologram e-greetings to sports and entertainment fans. Alan, welcome back, man.
Well, thank you very much, George. Quite the build-up. I greatly appreciate it. I know it's been a while, and FameDays has been a quiet project since summer. And funny you bring it up. I mean, it wasn't out of nowhere for you. It's been something that's been in front of us continually, and something we're really focused on launching. Because since we've been in the space with AR, everyone knows we've been doing the green screens. We did the Flow Rider, we did the soccer team in Brazil, and I just had this gut that, looking at the market, how cool would it be to create a whole website where people could spend a day with someone famous, hence Fame Day, which we trademark. So it's having your Fame Days, where you have top A celebrities, really the well-known, the top of the top, A+ level, that you could take, go on the website, book, and then deliver to any location in the world in seconds. And then people can spend the day with their famous athlete, entertainer, or influencer as we go forward.
Okay, and I've had experience with this because as soon as I saw, I'm going to talk about that in a second because there's another company doing video, and I got it for my birthday, so I'm going to talk about that. But kind of walk us through it. So here's George. Here's George, a famous Greek movie star or something like that. What is it that you're going to do for me, and what is it you're going to do for the customer?
Absolutely. So the way Fame Days is organized is, you know, the video services that are out there, which you can go in and discuss, they're all a one-to-one, right? I can go on, order a special video, and then have it delivered within a day or two. And they're, top, celebrities and other people that are out there, and entrepreneurs and influencers. What we took the approach is, let's take sports and entertainers, the top level, well-known personalities that go out there. Let's do a green screen session with them at locations throughout the United States and around the world, and have them do the generic greetings, happy birthday, super fan, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and just have them do a whole bunch of them. And then using that, we could set up a platform that you can go in, say you're at Sunday's coming as a football game, NFL players are playing, you go, who's the favorite player? You look online who it is, you click on it, and literally within 60 seconds, 2 minutes, you book it and deliver it to the location where you're watching the game. And while at the game, everyone basically has the Fame Day app, and they can sit there and take pictures with the favorite NFL player. They got a day, and they can take pictures, videos, and enjoy it, and instantly share on social media. But 10% the price of a video, because not everyone can afford a $40, $50, $100, $200, $300 video, which is what some of the costs are. And when we went out there and started talking to a lot of sports agents, entertainment agents, of the top people, their response is, we're not going to do one-to-one kind of videos. We can't do it. They don't have the time. But this is a whole new model. And
you can't pay them enough, right? I mean,
you couldn't pay them enough.
You can't pay Tom Brady. Hey, Tom, but you're going to get $500 per video, because I make $500 a second while I'm sleeping. Right, so I don't have to make custom videos for George.
You could do one and put you in everyone else's houses, and if you're a fan of that player or that entertainer, and it's $10, $15, and you can instantly deliver, and that person can take take pictures standing next to it and have it for a day and then share it with their friends online. And either you can have it delivered to where you are, so you can take a picture wishing someone a video with the superstar, or deliver it right to someone else's house. So it's waiting for them and they just take the app and they have it. So we're actually playing with the app internally. It's already pretty well set and done. So, you know, it's funny, as we do demos, we do talk to a lot of agents, and there's a lot of smiling and laughing going on. I did mention one specific entertainer, pro wrestler, Adam Scher, who's pretty famous. I think he has 1.7 million followers.
I don't even know the guy, but he's got 1.7 million followers.
I think he's pretty big. He's up there in the millions. So, but look at the model. So it's the models focus on engagement and social media. So if you look at any player entertainer, they have 1 million people, they have 2 million people following. Let's use Instagram as the example, and they'll promote it as per our agreement. They all sign contracts with us. And there's an agreement to post it into their social media. So if I had 2 million people and whatever athlete, again, I don't want to mention names. We have a few already solid. And
I'm going to ask you about that. I'm going to ask you about that.
Not going to say a word. Some of them I'm pretty happy. You know, people are going to be pretty happy and pretty surprised at, and more to come. December looks like it's going to be quite an interesting month of adding them. Is that if I can get, you know, 2%, 5% of 2 million that spend $10 or $15 for a Fame Day delivery, for one specific one athlete, and there's, you know, athletes being added on a monthly basis to this, the numbers scale out pretty fast. And it's exciting because it's a one and done, right? The athlete.
And that's the great thing about the model. It's scalable, right? So
correct.
What you're referring to earlier was what I know, and it was Cameo. So I'm a big fan of the show Billions.
Right.
And one of the stars there is $1 Million Bill. My kids do it. And then, you know, what do you get a guy who's 53 years old, right? So they got me this Cameo, right? But it cost them, I think, $350. They had to send it in 2 weeks in advance. They had to wait. It's a very manual process. And yet these guys have done a couple of million videos that generate over $100 million just last year. So obviously the model works, but the scaling, I give not for them, but it seems like it's still a bit of an issue. With your model, scaling is like instant. A star goes in, tapes a Happy New Year, Happy Birthday, Happy Hanukkah, Happy all those things, and then they can be going out 10 a day.
Right. And we're already talking to former well-known players who have their own foundations they want to raise money for. You can have sponsorship opportunities with a pay to give away. You know, say it's Cinco de Mayo next year, and maybe there's a specific athlete and he gets sponsored by a beer or some other food group, and then boom, they pay a sponsorship, and everyone that day can get a picture and celebrate Cinco de Mayo with a specific athlete or entertainer. I mean, it doesn't end in terms of the application's money, but what you're doing is a one and done, we call it. You have one session, green screen. We have a partnership with a green screen organization throughout the whole United States already. It's set up and done. We have regular shoots that we're setting up on a schedule. And then we set up with localized entertainers, sports stars, influencers, TikTokers, whatever, to go to those locations and then shoot their specific greetings over either 30 to 45 minutes. They're set. It goes in the can, we process it, we add it to the platform. So this platform is going to grow exponentially as we go forward in terms of adding talent, sports stars, entertainers, a lot of cool and interesting opportunities. But it is funny because you give them the opportunity to be their own person as well. And there's some real funny, high profile people that we've gotten already that they're into it. They do a great job. And I'm looking forward to rolling this out. So we're looking to do a soft launch this holiday season to do some free giveaways. So we're going to give a little taste out free with a few of them, just so we can get it out there, test it, see how it goes, what's the response, and kind of build up, and then look to launch it full term in early 2022.
All right, so you're going through a soft launch, which makes sense. And then
well, it's Christmas. It's the time of giving, George. So we should do some giving. We do have our Santa Claus returning from last year. So certainly that will be one. So we can tell you Santa Claus will be there. But there will be some others as well that we're going to do for Christmas as a soft launch, get it out there, let people enjoy it and get a feel for the service and what it does. So when we launch, you'll see some, you know, a number of more celebrities, entertainers, famous people in different areas, all being added on a regular basis to the platform as we go forward.
Okay, so I'm going to quote the press release. Premier hologram stars expected to include NFL, MLB, football and baseball superstars, reality TV stars, pro wrestlers, and new celebrity holograms to be added regularly. So for you to say that, I know you're not going to give us any specific names. You said that. I got that. But I have to assume then you've had significant discussions with a number of different people or the representatives and so on and so forth. So
We're already there. We're a lot of discussions. We already did a number of video sessions already. We've got a lot of content in the can already.
can you tell us how many at least? You can't tell us who, but
I'm not saying a word, and we're adding more as we go forward. But like I said, we do have the FameDays app up and running. We're in testing. There's a number of people playing with it. We're bringing it to agents so they could see it. For their clients, they want to see how it works, what's involved. So it gives them a feel for what they're doing and how their product and their brand is being represented as an athlete within this specific thing. It's so new to most of them. To us, it's kind of like in any investor, it's like you've been doing green screens for a while since Flow Rider, but to a lot of them where everyone knows the video services out there, they're like, wait a minute, what's a celebrity hologram? And it drops. And then when you show it to them, it's just, the smiles go ear to ear and the response is, so it's one session and done. And that's where you're getting the attention of the top level celebrities, the well-known famous.
Absolutely, because Cameo's all the C-level guys, and nothing against them, but guys who aren't getting massive endorsements and massive dollars. But so if they can make a few $100 a week, 1,000, 2,000, they'll do it. But you can't get any top level stars on Cameo because it's too manually intensive. So based on that, then Alan, and based on seeing the success that Cameo's had, because in the Wall Street Journal, so we've seen the numbers. How big is it? And I'm going to presume ImagineAR is first, right? I don't know if there's anybody else out there doing this. So how big is the opportunity that you're the first to take, this direct to consumer?
Well, there's a few factors. Yes, I believe we're the first. We haven't seen it anywhere else, and we rushed it, and we wanted to get it out, at least announced at Thanksgiving, and then going into the soft launch during the holiday season. We're still regularly going out there pursuing videotape of high-profile star sports, entertainers, influencers, all that as well. But if you look at the world of TikTok, the world of social media stars, so the people who are on YouTube, I mean, the numbers are just absolutely insane that you see out there. So we're looking, saying, where does the e-greeting piece fit in, right? The ability to, my dad's a fan of this retired, very famous star. I drop it to his house for his birthday. And for his birthday, he's got him, he could take a picture of him in the living room. And each special hologram video message, which comes in, also comes with a personalized card. So the card goes with it, and it's immediately delivered right to the mobile phone as well. So it's, from your son, from the name, have a great day, blah, blah, blah. So you have that personalization in the card tied to the actual hologram, but your price point, ability to deliver instantly anywhere in the world makes it something that, again, we're not limited anywhere, right? So we look at other models, the greeting card industry, the e-greeting, the celebrity engagement area, the social media engagement area, all of those combined, how big is that market? And then how could we take this celebrity greeting platform and just roll it out as fast as we could around the world?
Any back of the napkin math? You're not going to give me a number.
No, I'm not going to give you any. You can do it yourselves. What we use to decide also, by the way, our criteria is we look at the followers in all their social media, and most importantly, the engagement level. You've got to have good engagement. Having millions and millions of followers with no engagement is not going to really help deliver the results and the revenue both us and the entertainer sports bar is looking for. So we look to put the two together and then select the ones that we want to work with as well. But the sports agents, we've got a great response. The entertainment world, we've been out. So we're pretty excited. And I think once we get out there after the soft launch and we start officially getting out there, it's funny, George, everyone goes, where's your press release? Everyone has press releases. Well, if we just do FameDays separate from everything else in ImagineAR, I think we'll have more than enough press releases. We announce new entertainment, new sports stars on a regular basis, and as we go forward, I think we're gonna be pretty excited on the talent that we're seeing that's gonna come aboard.
So when do you think we'll get our first Gandrand at Ballpark? I mean, that's got to be next couple of weeks, I presume.
We're gonna do it. We're looking to launch in Christmas. We're already playing with it. We're testing it ourselves. We've got it in the hands. It exists. It's working really well. A lot of smiles. We're introducing it to agents. We are introducing it to athletes. Actually, some of our staff is actually face-to-face with some very well-known athletes across the United States as we speak, showing it to them and demonstrating, discussing how we proceed. So again, we'll do a soft launch. We're targeting for the Christmas timeframe, holiday season, Hanukkah, and then go from there for a first quarter 2022 full launch with all the full inventory and announcing the names, and then continually as we add names and brands and other opportunities to it with influencers, those will all be announced as well.
I've got to think given the relationships you've already got with soccer clubs, especially, have you reached out to them? Because that's got to be, if I'm already your customer, I'm a Valencia or one of the teams, and I've already having great success with it. Is it safe to assume that they've seen it, or they've seen demos, or
I would agree
this,
with that as a very fair
I would
assumption,
think I
George.
put my whole team on there. Say, hey, let's put the entire team on
Right.
there
And
right
we
now.
can create white label pages for teams, for foundations, for organizations. So it's another revenue source opportunity for teams, but also for their alumni, right? The famous legends of different teams are out there as well, can be involved in FameDays. So it's something that we see as a complementary to the ImagineAR SDK integration into existing apps, as another way to direct people to have an AR interaction using FameDays.
So we'll leave it at that right there. I love it. I'm already a customer of the concept because my kids did a cameo for me. So I know the power of it, and I love this because it's faster, more scalable, cheaper. I think you kind of mentioned that, but I remember thinking, there are a lot of people would love to have this star engagement, but a lot of people don't have $300 or $400,
Absolutely not.
for a 60-second video. Right? They'd love to have it. So this is, I think it meets a market segment from the customer side. They can't afford it. And I think it meets a marketing side on the star side who don't want to sit there and do videos.
Exactly.
But they'll gladly. So man, it's explosive. It's potentially explosive. I love it. So I can't wait to see more. Let's hop on to the next one. More third-party credibility, which is also validation, which, on Agoracom is big, right? So let's talk about the fact that you won the STA award for best in category for fan engagement, and the fact that on December 9th, you're actually up for best sports tech as well.
Right. So the SDA awards are considered the Oscars, the global Oscars of sports tech. So that was a very big win for us. And that also has opened up the sales funnel opportunity as well, because that has resulted in a lot of new inquiries from around the world by winning that. It's very prestigious. And then next week, I believe on December 9th, we're one of the finalists they're going to do all the category finalists into one competition to have the final winner across the board. So yes, we're already a winner globally for fan engagement. It's helped us in opening up new pipeline opportunities, new discussions for sure. At third party
I was about to ask that. What kind of discussions does that spawn?
I think we've gotten on the map of 2022 now. Like we originally were in 2021 and COVID has affected it. And the biggest, as we've discussed last time, the biggest issue has always been getting fans back in stadiums and then looking at the next way to engage fans both in stadium, but outside of stadium and around the globe. And now we're in a lot of discussions where inquiries are coming out and the teams, the sports, the right leaders, the sports teams, the organizations, entertainment groups are looking to say, I'm looking at 2022 now to start integrating AR into our digital marketing channel. So the SDA has been a big win. It's got us into new territories, new opportunities as well. And like I said, we're looking for announcements as well. We're frustrated. There's a lot of discussion going on, a lot of negotiations, and hopefully, knock wood, we'll see some results of it and we'll be able to announce it publicly and be back on your show.
And I'm going to be the first to say, back in third quarter and especially fourth quarter of 2020, I was very adamant, pound the table on this company is going to look completely different by the end of 2021, which is now. We're in December effectively. But is it fair to say that COVID? Because I don't think any of us foresaw how long COVID was going to last. The shutdowns is going to have people finally start getting back in the stadiums as of September. But is it fair to say, Alan, that okay, everyone was focused on getting their fans back in the stadium now, with basketball, football, hockey. So they're just focusing on, let's just get the people back in and make that money that we know we can make. Is it fair to say now that all the parties you were talking back then, not all, but a lot of parties you were talking to back then are now back at the table saying, all right, Alan, we've got George in the seats, we've got Mary back in her seats. Now we want to, augment, pardon the pun.
That's a very fair point. Yeah. And there are conversations. We did have some expectations. We see more of a postponement rather than something that is like, oh, it's not something we're going to do. And we're seeing things starting to line up more and more as we go forward. Valencia, who's been on and off with us, just contacts us again. They want to do something immediately for Christmas because they saw Real Sociedad did a big virtual trophy that went over really well. So that was a big hit. So they want to do something. Club Atletico is looking to do an AR scavenger hunt with us now and launch that as a big sponsored activation. But we're starting to see the real interest of proceeding now. The difference before was we want AR, we're not sure when, we want to see what we can do in stadium and arena, but we don't have enough people in. But now we're looking at, let's make a serious look at it, how we can integrate it with an app. And also, as we've mentioned before, George, web AR is something, a no app version of AR, which we've been looking at and working on as well. And we're expecting that to launch as well in first quarter. We originally targeting the end of this year, but FameDays was a stealth project. We didn't discuss it with anyone. We wanted to get
I didn't know anything about it.
We kept it quiet. Nobody knew about it purposely. It's something we purposely really put a lot into because it's our first direct to consumer. It could be the metaverse e-greeting card. Everyone's throwing out metaverse. Metaverse is AR, right? There's the metaverse virtual worlds, there's VR, there's NFTs, and there's AR. You know, Niantic, who's the Pokemon Go company, just announced a huge, I think, $300 million financing for putting out their AR metaverse, and it's AR cloud, which we have as well. So I think you're going to see a tremendous growth in those areas. And we've got the 7 patents as well, which we don't discuss, 7 full patents, which with the metaverse, I think even become more applicable. If people read through them, we've had a few that are really interesting and appropriate in the world of AR. But now as the metaverse grows, there's other areas that I believe our patents could apply to as well that we're looking to as we continue forward in 2022.
I know that Liquid Avatar, look, I'm in Los Angeles. I came here to get a couple things done, and I'm also going to be at Comic-Con. So I know Liquid Avatar is running an AR scavenger hunt. Is that your tech?
We are the ones doing the scavenger hunt, absolutely 100%. They know it. We've been working on it with them. His team installed our SDK. There is an Oasis app, which is our white label app, and also the Liquid Avatar integrated SDK as well. So we're there doing it. We wish them luck. They've put a huge amount of time and investment in it. We're excited for it. I think it's going to be well received by the Comic-Con people this weekend.
Yeah, I'm going to be here, so I'm definitely going to participate in that scavenger hunt just because I want to see how the technology works, just to see what the experience is like. We're going to have you back on, it sounds like, because obviously if you're going to be soft launching FameDays with the
let's come back. We'll put some names on the table and some samples.
But let's talk a little bit about what how does your pipeline look? And you've always had a strong pipeline, but so much of it just got postponed.
It just keeps
because
going.
of COVID.
Obviously.
How is it looking right now?
It's like right now, I think we're getting to, what do you got? The goal line on a lot of them. We're really sitting there at the, it's that 99-yard line and getting that final 1 yard over. But I think we're getting more and more confident that we're seeing in there. We've got a lot of talented people. The Ron Meaner, 18 years with the Washington football team. He's with us. Chris Dill, former with Venue Ties, sports art leader. There's some other people who have joined also we haven't announced. So there's a lot going on. And I think we're finally going to see it all come to fruition. Certainly more delayed. We're as frustrated as everyone else, but at the same time, we're seeing more inquiries come in. And we made the decision that FameDays will be a key 10 point, that pole point that going forward in 22, it's going to be the SDK integrated with any existing app. It's going to be web AR, the no app AR, and its final is going to be FameDays, which is going to be the direct to consumer brand. And those are the 3 areas we're looking at and we'll be focused on. And I think we're going to see everything start clicking together soon. And yes, we'll be back soon for what's going on with FameDays and potentially some other things along the way.
Alan, thanks for joining us, buddy. I love FameDays. I really love it because, again, I'm not going to mention again. I'm not going to repeat again why, but I think it's fantastic, man. And I see all sorts of opportunities there and how far that it can extend, especially when we start talking about the metaverse. I mean, especially when I start thinking out loud, avatars, right? People have NFTs and avatars and things like that, and what kind of possibilities are there? They're endless. And I think it's a great initiative, but got to see it be executed. Sounds like it sounds like it's going to happen. So I can't wait to have you back on. So yeah, have a great couple of weeks here, but we're going to have you back on. Hopefully at that point, will you be able to show us a demo when you're able to start showing
we'll do a demo, but it could be live by then also. So we'll see. I might do it the first day it's live and we'll shoot it and we'll give it, and you'll have some of the names. We're going to decide. It'll be a subset of our overall portfolio of stars that we have. It won't be everyone. It'll be a subset to begin with, just to get it out there. But then we will be announcing the names as well as we go forward for the launch in 2022.
By the way, because I'm in Los Angeles, do you need me to get to a green screen studio somewhere? Is there a big demand for
There's a big demand for Georgia to
Greek online marketing guys, and
you
specifically
go.
for me.
We're booking the session now. Comic-Con with you. We got it. It's a done deal. Thank you, George.
Yeah, thank you, Alan. Congratulations, man. You're always doing great stuff, and I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see all of it come to fruition. Talk to you in a couple of weeks, buddy.
You got it. Take care. We won't be that quiet soon. Take care.
Okay, well, okay, that's even another tidbit. Beautiful. To everybody at home, you've been watching or you've been listening by podcast on Spotify, Google, Apple, your favorite podcast platform. To Alan Paul Silverstein, President CEO of ImagineAR, IP in Canada, IPNFF for those in the US. If you need to do your due diligence because you're new to the story, start off the company's profile page on Agoracom because AR is still new for a lot of people. You get a good 1,000-foot overview of the story, and then hop over to the company's website, ImagineAR.com, to do your deep dive due diligence. Guys, there's no doubt about the fact that augmented reality is going to play a huge role in our futures. What you got to determine is how much of that ImagineAR is going to participate in. You've seen the awards, you've seen the customers already, you've seen the third-party validation, the strong balance sheets. So if you believe in AR, you got to really consider ImagineAR. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day. See you next time. Hey guys, the video's over, but don't forget to help your company by liking it and even leaving a comment below. And then don't forget to help yourself by subscribing to our YouTube channel so you never miss another great Agoracom small cap video.